Hey, how's it going? It's question, just like the word question, but without an I. So, wanted to hop on real quick. I am in preparations. We got the daddy daughter dance tonight. This is our third year. No, this will be our fourth year coming to the dance. So I'm a little excited about that. Also, I got a lot going on, like in work and whatnot. So I'm kind of like, I got a lot to get done. But I wanted to hop on for a few minutes, to kind of, I guess, go over a couple of things, vent about a couple of things, and then finish getting ready. So, um, so one of the things that I wanted to vent about, and I'm assuming this is, excuse me, I'm assuming this is something that we all deal with. 'Cause I know I've dealt with it before, but I'm learning some skills. Thought I saw something on my face, and I need some more money. You know what I'm saying? So I got some bills to pay, and and trying to put these shoes on. Got some bills to pay, and I am having to make some priorities, having to make some cuts. And I feel like the things that I need, that I have to put to the back burner, I need them. However, I can operate without them. And I would like to not have to deal with that issue, but this is the name of the game. And I got to get rid of these damn. I told myself that I was going to not drink throughout the week, and I haven't drank at all this week. I just had a couple of random beer cans in the back just because that was from last week. I should have. No, I just got to sit in my office. But um, I tell you what, it doesn't matter. You see what I'm saying? Like, the day's still gonna go, the week's still gonna go, the projects are still gonna go. So the education, the training, the class, the video, the mentorship, whatever the case may be, all that stuff, yeah, you need everything. You need to spend all your money on everything. You need to get a part of all of that stuff, blah, 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 blah. But ultimately, you still got to go out and get a bunch of stuff done. So, man, you see my board, if you remember my last video, I had a bunch of other stuff up there, changed it, put it in the Kanban method. That's project management terminology, methodology, actually, to do, doing, and done. You see what I'm saying? So, couple things. Got a couple people already on my board of advisors. So I put out a request for a third, to sit on one of my rotational seats. Let's see. I'm trying to tie these strings here. Um, Reached out to a couple of partners already for a project. I already identified a couple projects, honing in on one specifically in the commercial property realm. And I got some prospects. I'm actually, the cool thing is, because I'm a friendly person. I like people-ish, kind of, all of that stuff. But during this daddy daughter dance, one of the guys that's friends with my daughter, his daughter's cool with my daughter. Him and his wife are super cool people. We enjoy him, and I really like hanging out with him. But he might be interested in this space, so I'm gonna talk to him tonight. Couldn't get him throughout the day, busy whatnot, but I'll reach out to him tonight. Just talk to him, get some advice, see what's what. But all of that to say, one of the big things that I'm noticing is that ultimately it just got to get done. You see what I'm saying? And that's the one thing that bugs me sometimes about me, but then also about people that I run into sometimes, is like, hey, I'm on my path to get it happening. I need a bit of advice about this. I need a question answered about that. And everything has to stop because I can't get that answer. And so now I got to go, what they say, get it out the mud. I got to figure it out on my own. It's no big deal. It is what it is. Like, one of the things that my dad taught me when I was younger, growing up in the 90s, he would make us read books. We would get to pick fiction books sometimes, but during the summer, it was nonfiction only for the most part. And you run into a word that you don't know, you have to go look it up in a dictionary. He might know the definition, but he's not going to tell you. You got to go look it up in a dictionary. And back then, it wasn't pull out your phone, tablet, ask Alexa, none of that stuff like that. You had this big old dictionary, and you're hoping that it's unabridged, meaning everything is included, right? Abridged means they've shortened it up some. And you can find the word that you're looking for. And because my dad had all these scholarly books, you know what I mean? Sometimes that word is just not going to be there. So now you have to walk to the library, you know? no bus is going to take you directly to the library because it's within the neighborhood, so there's a whole process to just finding out information. And I think maybe myself I've gotten lazy in that sense where, I ask a question, I expect an answer. And I think that's probably the drill sergeant in me, maybe the non-commissioned officer in me. Like if I need information about something, give me the answer. I don't need to be, pussyfooting around with you. I need the information. I need it as quickly as possible. However, getting myself back in the mindset of, growing up, it's like, no, you have to go find that information. You have to do a little bit of digging, right? And, one of the things that I start to realize is, you know what? Forget it. You know what I mean? Like there are people in my life or that were in my life. Maybe they might still be around. I don't know. But they might have pissed me off. They might have rubbed me the wrong way. I saw a girl on TikTok who said, yeah, it was a bunch of y'all I was supposed to be cussing out as soon as I got out the army. I didn't forget. Starting tomorrow, I'm gonna start cussing y'all out. I saw like the first video and she was going in. She put his picture up there, the statement he made on her NCOER, her evaluation report. I was just like, "Eey." So I had to flip past that because that negativity was like too much. I was like, I can't deal with that. But I understand that mindset because I've been in that situation where there have been people that have wronged me and it's up. However, when I see you, it's not even whatever. Hey, how's it going, bud? And that's all it is. It's not going to be a continuous, I got your back, you got my back kind of thing. Like, no, it's I remember you. I know you. How you doing? Have a good day. And that's all it boils down to. There's no animosity. I don't have any issues with you, but I know that you're the type of person that I wouldn't be able to trust or go further with. Right. So, but beyond that, though, even with those people that are around, sometimes you have to just deal with it. And I think that's one thing that separates me from a lot of civilians, I guess, or just people in the world in general, being in the army. You're forced to work with people that you like or don't like. I know people are like, oh, it's racism in the world and sexism and blah, blah, blah. You see that everywhere. Well, at least I do in the army. So, but that don't mean that I'm not coming to work. That don't mean I'm not going to get my job done. Right. That doesn't mean that, you're going to affect my paycheck, taking food out of my family mouth. I'm going to still do what I got to do. And if there's an issue, then we'll figure it out. But beyond that, though, stay in your lane. I'll stay in mine and we can rock on. So, but beyond that though, I definitely have made progress in the last week. Work in and of itself was very interesting because we was in a class all week, so I wasn't actually doing the job. I was learning how to do my actual day job. And I was talking to a lady today. She was like, "Oh, you over there? I need send me an email. I need to get your information because I got a contract out there and all this other stuff." So just by the grace of God, I am an individual who I'm genuinely curious about people, but I think maybe more so or maybe equally so, I'm curious about how things and systems work. Like I was asking in our mastermind, like, hey, why did you choose these groups that are over here? And one of the guys was saying, like, oh, I chose all these companies in California because I'm on the East Coast. And in California, whenever I get off of work, it's lunchtime for them. So I can actually call them and reach out to them. And that makes perfect sense to me, you know, as opposed to, somebody like myself. I'm picking people and reaching out to people that are in my state because I plan to just drive to come and see you. Right. So, but I think for everybody, it's going to be slightly different. And I'm not going to be on here too much longer. I just wanted to hop on real quick, make some notes, enjoy the time, and just remember, ultimately, ultimately, I'm sorry, my face is all like whatever, but let me, what is that? That's not, okay, got it. Ultimately, though, it's about transforming the American workforce, one entrepreneur at a time. I think ultimately that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to go get down the road of Americans are not lazy. We're ultra productive. We're ultra innovative and creative. Of course, we demand to be paid for those things, and we deserve it. Well, rightly so. So, but now the whole goal is, all right, let's be ultra innovative, creative, um, beyond the 1930s and 1940s style of industry, right? Where is it going next? And I think that's where we have to really kind of right boil like get back to first principles on and figure those things out. All right, let me get on out of here. Great talking to everybody. Hope y'all enjoyed. Y'all have a good day and a great weekend. God